Hey, what's up, everyone? Just wanted to do a quick review on a product that I've purchased recently. It is the Condor Multi-Wrap. Uh, Basically, it's a piece of microfiber cloth that is pretty useful. It's the package states it's 10 inches across, and 22 inches lengthwise. And again, it's made by Condor. Uh, the packaging kind of shows a lot of its purpose if you look at it. Condor multi wrap is it's marketed as kind of like a tactical kind of thing, I think, but it's unlike a lot of tactical stuff that you might not really have an everyday use for. This is something that's actually pretty cool. I bought it for the current health situation in the country because I really didn't feel like wearing a surgical mask. So I figured something like this would be good because it's thin and you can put it around your neck and then pull it up, just over your nose. And it's kind of thin and it's a lot more comfortable than some masks that I've worn. And the bandanas are terrible because the bandanas really have no stretch in them. I feel like my nose is being smushed in. And then I was given like a cloth mask at work that was really thick. And when I exhale, it's like blowing my warm breath in my eyes and stuff. It's uncomfortable. This air-wise and nose comfort-wise is probably the best one I've worn. And I would say I've been wearing it now because I was required to wear it at work for a while. I've been wearing it for maybe 3 or 4 weeks, and it's pretty good. As you can see there, I paid $9.99 for it, and it is worth it. Now, the interesting thing, and one of the things that made me want to buy this, was that it has a lot of configurations. So as you can see here, it could be used as a neck gaiter. This is the way I tend to wear it, just over the nose and mouth, which makes my employer happy. And then over here, you can kind of pull the back up and over your face, just a basic headband, or just a head covering in here. So of these 6 ways, I could really see myself even wearing this in the winter. It's a thin material, but it's a little something just to kind of take a little bit of the chill out if you're outside shoveling for a while, or if you're going to be doing something on the car. So I personally could definitely see myself using it this way the most, and this way, and like this, depending on how long I'm going to be out there, because I'm not the type who wants to wear a scarf, but sometimes I would like something there, and this really fits the bill. Now, as they say, highly breathable. You bet it is. It is stretchy. I have a large head, and it fits over just fine. One of my things was I was concerned if it would stretch out, and it doesn't seem to have stretched out at all. It's holding up pretty well. So again, it's me. It's been 3 to 4 weeks, almost daily use. So it's not like I've had this thing for 5 years and I could say, yeah, it's awesome. It's held up a lot better than I figured it would after a few weeks. Anti-static, moisture working. Yeah, I can back that up. 22 by 10. Now, I was a little interested because I measured mine just now, and it's still 10 inches wide. I figured it would have been a little bit wider. And as you can see, it's just about 10 inches there. So I figured it might have gotten a little bit wider from coming over on and off my big noggin. But strangely, it did not, and I'm really impressed with that. It's still just about 10 inches. So, A plus for that. As far as the length goes, and it's the only complaint I have, is that it says it's 22 by 10 inches. I just checked it. It's actually like a little over 20 inches, and it didn't shrink vertically or anything. It's just that, from kind of wearing it and taking on and off, the material is, I'll show you here, it's very thin, and it tends to roll up a little bit at the edges, right here. So it kind of like rolls down a little bit. The only thing I think they could have done to this that would have made it better was if they had put a small seam there. As you can tell, it's very thin material, but that makes it comfortable. If they had put a small seam, I think that would have been fantastic, but maybe there's some reason why they couldn't, price aside. Let me just put my hand in here just so you can kind of see, and you can see here how it kind of like roll down right there. So that's why I was like, wow, it's like a little over an inch shorter, but no, it just kind of rolled down from wearing it. But put my hand in. It's not like you can see through it or anything, but it is pretty thin. But I think that's one of the beauties of it, because some people just don't like wearing masks, but they wear them because they have to. And if you're kind of the case where you want to cover yourself, I'll pop that right over there. If you're one of the people who just want to cover yourself, by, wearing it because you have to wear it for work. Maybe a store requires you to wear it. Then it's really a good option because it I find it's the most comfortable option and the least intrusive option. I can, like, if I'm going to be at work, if I'm in my office, I'll pull it down. I'll just kind of leave it around my neck. And then when I have to leave my office to walk around, I just pull it up. Quick, easy, and it doesn't get on my nerves at all. Same thing with the store. If I have to be in a store for a while, like the regular masks I have is kind of thick. This one is pretty thin. I can tolerate it much, much longer than some of the other ones. Like I said, it's a really good option. And just so you know, they do have some different options. I had actually picked up the olive drab, which this one is right here. I wanted the black. They didn't have it. They didn't have the tan. They did have the multicam, and I picked that up. Unfortunately, I don't have it to show you because a friend of mine saw it, and she really liked it, so I gave it to her, and she's using it. And she also said it's very comfortable. As a matter of fact, she went to the same store. I bought it at a military surplus store, and she tried to buy some more. They were sold out. So they kind of had like knockoffs of this one. The material felt about the same, looked the same. It just wasn't the same name, and they were selling for, I believe, $7.99, and she really liked them. She bought a few of those because she really liked the style. So if you just hate the whole cloth mask, surgical mask kind of thing, this is a really good option. I would check a local surplus store if you can. I'm not sure if Amazon sells them. Probably. Again, it's a Condor Multi-Wrap, and I think you will really, really like them if you want something that's a little less restrictive. And again, after this nonsense is over and we can actually maybe go back to not wearing masks, this is something that's actually useful. I mean, you can wear this when it's cold outside. Just pull it over your head real quick. You can use it as a headband. I mean, it's really good to have. And you look at this, and it really doesn't take up much room. You just fold it up a little bit. And you can pop this in a backpack. You could pocket it in your pocket. I mean, it doesn't really take up much space. Look at that. And you can just throw it in your glove compartment if you need to. So, like I said, I would highly recommend this. Good stuff. I'm telling you. By the way, I also purchased some Condor pouches and what do you call them? Mag pouches, and also some good stuff. So if you haven't checked out any Condor products and you see them online and you're a little worried about the quality's not bad and the prices are fair. All right, guys. Like I said, please check out some other videos. I was pretty bad about not putting videos out too frequently, but I did put out a couple of knife reviews recently, and I put this one out, and I'm going to try and get them out a little more frequently. So please keep up, and I enjoy seeing those views go up, and if you like the video, I'd appreciate seeing a like. Have a good one, guys.